cabinet making company. We do cabinets, trim, entertainment centers, pretty much anything to do with wood. We get asked to do numerous things. I mean, outdoor kitchens, anything to do with the cabinets inside, mantles, whether it be something we build or a cypress cedar log. We grew to 21 employees, and we were doing probably 60 or 70 houses a year. I went from that to working for one builder who built custom homes, doing all the cabinets, trim throughout. So we went from doing that took us about 3 months to do a house, per house. So, the volume went way down, and very custom, dome ceilings, crazy archways, things like that. About the last year, we started picking up some smaller homes and starting to, move back into some of the smaller homes. We're probably doing about a set a week now. The reason we bought the Cut Center was because it had all your pre-programmed doors. We make doors that we've ordered doors pretty much my whole life. I mean, about any door you want made, we can make with the Cut Center. Only use the Cut Center side for our doors, drawer boxes, custom moldings, arch trim. We've been able to draw some trim, any trim that any of our builders have here. They can bring us a piece of trim, we can draw it, build arch trim, arch casing. So we use the Cut Center pretty much for things like that. We were up and running, almost immediately. I couldn't turn a computer on before we got the Cut Center. I didn't do much with it, but after a few weeks we went up to school, pretty much learned to do anything, as far as e-cabinets, drawings. We got a pretty good handle on e-cabinets and what it'll do now. Some of the things we can draw now I never thought possible, never has been possible. So the Cut Center's increased what we do by, I'd say it's doubled our production, but the speed that we put them out is not based off the Cut Center, it's based off what we do after the Cut Center. So we've got to get up to speed to catch up to the Cut Center. That thing is fast. The volume that you could do, it outruns us by a lot. So there's the potential to do a lot more work than what we've been putting out, because it'll cut it out and it's waiting on you. Anybody can put together a box off the Cut Center. There's just, you don't have to have a tape measure to put it together. When you cut it out, it's spelled out for you basically how to put it together. That's another advantage of the Cut Center, is anybody can put them together. Anybody can build the boxes. Thermwood is, they're probably the best company I've ever dealt with. This is my first CNC, but they are spot on as far as if we have an issue, if we have problems, run into something, I don't try to figure it out. I pick up the fall, and again, I keep saying Clint, but Clint's been amazing through this whole Thermwood. Jody, Jim, all the guys, everybody there has been great with Thermwood. Never a question of anything, they just get it fixed. The service has been amazing. The money never made sense to me for years, for my whole life in the cabinet industry. The money never made sense. Why would you spend that much money to buy CNC and you could never recoup the money? When you start breaking that down into, how much you pay per month, all the way down into how much you pay per hour, it only made sense to buy it. I'd say that you have to break it down by the hour, based off of, a 40-hour week. When I broke the money down into a 40-hour week, it made sense. The Cut Center will run, everything you run past 40 is free. It's not time and a half. Anything you run over 40 hours is basically free labor, and you're not matching anything, you're not paying workman's comp. So, when you look at it in that manner, it only makes sense to do that. And like I say, we can do things that we could never do. Arches we always had to do by hand. There's so many things we can do now that we couldn't do, even by hand. We couldn't do them, that the Cut Center's allowed us to do. Like I say, the money just makes sense when you start breaking it down like that. It don't get sick, it'll run at night. It don't get tired, it don't talk back. Be prepared to do some volume, because it will cut out as many cabinets as you want to cut out. Because the Cut Center, it's ready to go. The sky's the limit.